Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another fun-filled episode of the Blerd Assassin Podcast. Host Rob, homie Stelios, back another time. Just still in town. Surprisingly enough, bro. Like that's the economy for you, right?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Working on it. It's not just you, man. It's not you. Like the Wall Street is booming, but like the common man is still like, you know, hardworking like individuals like in trades are still like having to do a little bit more than y'all did prior to the pandemic. So hey,
I'm figuring it out late, but I'm trying to get some of their money too, because every time I fall off and say, damn, it's hard times, they be like, you know, they still drinking good, so I'm trying to get some of their money too.
So this is normal for you guys? You've been
like there's a 10-year cycle usually, and we really into year 12 of good times, so we overdue for a fall. But normally, it goes in about 10 years. Like they create a bubble of some sort, you know, and they pump it up for 10 years, and then they bust, and everybody falls down, except for the ones that leverage themselves. Like you can actually buy stocks that do better in bad times. You know, or that's the type of stuff I'm trying to get into now, because
that's for the long term, bro.
But it doesn't cost you as much when times are good, you know? But it's supposed to pay off on the end. Like like I said, time's been good really since Obama turned it around. It went all the way through. It went from, I would say maybe Obama's third year all the way through Trump, and now we into this. You know, so
it's about that time.
Yeah, but 08 really was the start. You know, but it started really booming for construction and for shit like that, housing and stuff, like after, I would say like 11. But yeah, so we're about due. But
I guess because you're in the type of workforce, or the subculture of the workforce, for lack of a better term, that probably views that on a regular basis. Like I've never really thought about that. Like, because I'm in, more than likely would be the I guess technology field, so it's always like continuous growth. But you're like a hardworking labor union person, so you would see y'all would see that shit. That's very interesting, bro. I've never thought about it like that. Everything is cyclical. Mm-hmm. So the economy at its rawest form is cyclical. So why wouldn't what you guys are experiencing be cyclical? That's I guess we should be looking at that. You know, what's been booming is and this is our sports episode, but we're doing sports today. We're gonna get to that, but we're on money.
We're talking about a lot of money.
Yeah, but
I don't even care about money, and I've been talking about it.
I need money. He probably needs. I need money a little bit more than the homie. I'm paying court costs, child support.
Yeah, I don't have those type of expenses.
But it's what boomed was GameStop. Like out the blue, like I
thought they were defunct, and I was happy about it.
Like, because we're gamers. At our core, we're gamers. We will get on there and play a game randomly. Just when we appreciate the boom of the gaming system at its core in the 80s. But we know because you have a kid who grew up in the GameStop era. You know, you trade in a fucking a game, and you get maybe a $6. Of what it's worth. $7. You know, and games.
I gave you $52 for this yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I beat it, and I brought it back, and you say I'll give you $7 for it.
That's GameStop.
I can't believe y'all rebounded.
I can't believe that, but
I didn't get no money off of it.
There's something happening with Reddit. Somehow something happened on Reddit, and I need to take a better look at this, because I would have if I knew we'd be talking about it. But Reddit did something miraculous, and it was. They created such a boom, I don't think it's going to skyrocket any farther than it has at this point. They proved a point. I see GameStop. I don't know. I don't know what they did, but something happened with Reddit and GameStop. They say AMC is booming, or going to boom. Maybe there's a partnership.
If you're not on the Robinhood shit, or trading on your phone, and you drink 1738, or you drink fucking Patron, you probably should download Robinhood. You know, just mess with it, because I'm not really a money dude, but you know, like when you look back at the year and you think it was a good year because you can count the bottles on your thing, you might want to find something to do with that money.
Possibly.
Yeah, and it's like it's better than Facebook because it's always going and it's actually shit that matters.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
I mean, not just Robinhood. That's not really the one I even use no more. But we ain't advertising for them or nothing. Fuck them.
I've looked into Robinhood. They're decent. It's not my go-to.
Get into something that like anytime they all into it and we ain't talking about it, then when we slip.
It's a problem.
Yeah,
so, and I've been seeing a lot within the past. I can't even say the 2 days. The boom has been crazy. A lot of people on my timeline have been talking about stocks and their shares and it's boomed within the past 2 days. Within the past 3 weeks, this year something happened. I guess I think a lot of, I don't want to say underprivileged, but we are the underprivileged, the disenfranchised, unrepresented. We have been paying more attention to the stock market, and it's been benefiting us just as much as it's been benefiting those people in power, in my opinion.
I feel like we're getting in when it's about to. I mean, because it's been breaking records for years, like consistently. Since Obama was in, it had never hit 10,000, and now it's shitting on 10,000, and it's keep getting higher and higher, and eventually it's got to come down.
There's going to be a tank.
Yeah, people gonna be jumping out of windows.
So, check your stop losses. All that stuff I've been learning.
I'm trying to diversify.
Yeah, your portfolio.
I'm a hippie at heart, and I really don't care about that shit, but
it
other
matters.
People do. Yeah, the people
matters.
who run everything.
Yeah, people who run everything do.
Yeah, they do. So
get invested, you guys. But and I look at it. I'm a gamer. And this is a game I haven't figured out much. I started into it like in high school, and I really got into it in college. But that was back when you had to review newspapers to get information on how the stocks did the previous day. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't coming through consistently to regular people, and that's when I started looking at the stock market, and I understood it. But I'm just now getting back into it. So that's and it's a game. It's a sport. It's a bet. It's a gamble. Half the stuff is a gamble, you guys. Just like you guys, like we were doing today. This is sports. This is sport. It's a sport.
Out of necessity for me, I'm getting into this because I was comfortable, but kids are ruining my life. For some reason, I keep having them. Have you ever seen that episode of The Simpsons where Homer had 2 kids, just Bart and Lisa?
Yeah.
And then he's working at the bowling alley, and life was great. And he had that third kid. I know exactly. I feel this pain right now. Like, why'd you do that to yourself? But so I gotta figure out something because I ain't gonna be 75 years old.
Homer's dad,
electrician. Yeah, telling stories to people on the job and shit. Way back in the motherfucking 1900s.
That third kid is an eye opener,
man.
So I feel you, bro.
Little Maggie's on the way. Ruining my fucking life.
Dare you to put that as a middle name?
No. I might nickname her Maggie, get in here.
Well played, man. Yeah, but that's the state of the world we're in. It's COVID season, man. This is the brand new world that we're living in. And props to you having a kid in the middle of it, bro.
No props to me.
No, props to you, bro. Props to you.
This shit is unacceptable. Somebody getting some surgery of some sort.
Hey,
we gonna put a stop to this shit.
Hey,
it ain't gonna be me.
It ain't gonna be you?
No, it ain't gonna be me.
I feel you,
no, it's in the works. We already decided.
I'm about to get it, man.
Yeah, I wrote an executive order. Thou shalt be tied up upon this delivery. You got me effed up. Yeah. She should have thought about that, but she done what she did.
Jesus Christ, bro.
That's my catchphrase around the house. Every time she say her back hurt or something, like, she thought about that before you done what you did. And I stand by it.
Okay. Hey, that's the world. It's a new world.
I'm happy.
There we go.
Yay.
He's joking. Yeah, man. That bundle of joy, it doesn't matter till it's in your hands that first time, man. You're like, oh shit, new life, but
another tax write-off.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Yeah. I reloaded my shit. They thought I was running out of dependence. I'm good till fucking 2040. I'm good.
2040.
Yeah, they gonna be the death of me. 2040. You hear what I just said?
You just said that.
God,
I'm out the game way before that. A little bit. Yeah, I got a couple
of
years.
We did the reset show.
Go watch the reset button, y'all. Man, we did a show about this, man.
And then go watch that episode of The Simpsons.
During the COVID season.
Yeah, that shit was cute back then. And that shit ain't what's up right now.
Yeah, I'll be taking that elective surgery.
Yay, congratulations to me.
Hey, my God, man. Give me a round of applause.
She's coming. My first natural born daughter. Yeah.
Props, man. If you see the homie, tell him congratulations. So today, aside from all the shit we discussed thus far, sports. We will be discussing the sports. We haven't really dedicated just an episode to the sports discussion in a long time since we dedicated or declared MMA as the greatest sports on earth due to the fact that they kept up through the pandemic and they were the only sport that was doing it. So MMA is the greatest sport. But as I said, that is the probably the only sports show we've really done. But we agree.
I remember, yeah. MMA was the greatest, yeah.
The greatest sport.
I remember.
So today, we'll just be dedicating an entire episode to sports because a lot has transpired in the sports world.
We're really slipping. We missed a lot.
We missed a lot due to the pandemic, but we're slipping in regards to not discussing it. So we were a little late. We were supposed to discuss it Sunday, but I'm kind of glad we didn't discuss it Sunday because everything played out as it did in Sunday. The previous Sunday with our Browns, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Everything played out. So we're at a good point in regards to the sports world. Aside from the NFL, other leagues in sports, we're at a great point. So we'll be going that route. First off, yesterday, I don't even know the date, but 26 maybe? Was it yesterday 26? Close enough. I don't know.
24th,
but
yeah,
24th. Okay.
Yeah.
It commemorated the 1-year anniversary of the passing of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Jelly Bean Bryant. Kobe Jelly Bean Bryant. They named the guy that.
Mamacita, his little girl.
Mamacita, yeah.
Mamacita, she was a beast. I liked her.
Yeah. Rest in heaven, both of them.
And there was other people on the plane.
There was a lot of people on that plane, and rest in heaven, and peace to those individuals. Well, we don't know them because they were not celebrities.
Yeah.
We were not emotionally tied to these individuals because we didn't see them on TV on a regular basis since we were teenagers. But we did see that with Kobe Jelly Bean Bryant.
Kobe was like the biggest celebrity death since Pac for me. And I was wondering, if you're my age, which one hit you harder, Pac or Kobe? Are you a sports guy or a rap guy?
Yeah,
that's probably what it is because Pac hit me hard, but Pac was supposed to die in my eyes. He was a gangster.
You wouldn't have thought Kobe was going to go
talking
like
that shit. He had got shot before. I mean, the motherfucker be getting shot. So really, he wasn't supposed to die. I was surprised when he died. Like, damn, bullets killed Pac.
Bullets killed Pac.
But then when he died, I was like, well, he was a gangster. But when Kobe died, it was
unexpected.
It was rough.
The thing about all the Lakers that are still alive, Bill Walton. Kareem, Shaq's still alive. Is Wilt still alive?
No.
Wilt died?
Gone,
yeah. R.I.P.
I hope I didn't just kill Wilt. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
He's old as shit.
It
seems like he's not. Did I miss that?
No, I'm pretty sure.
But it's a lot of Lakers still alive. You know what I'm saying? You got AC Green. Fucking Derek Fisher.
AC fucking Green. Damn.
Kurt Rambis is still alive.
To a chicken really make her feel
Eldon
bad.
Campbell,
Bitch, you like AC Green.
They're still alive. Byron Scott. These are old school Lakers who are still alive. We would not have expected Kobe to. We'd be talking about Kobe right now. Kobe, we'd expect Kobe to still be just a random analyst here and there during the finals of the NBA, and that didn't happen.
Kobe spearheaded this girl dad thing, and a lot of the WNBA shit. He was he refused to let them go to the side. I really don't watch, and I'm not a huge fan, but he was, and he was
a huge fan.
Yeah, and he made it cool. Kyrie fucking steps in and hooks them up. Now we talk about Kyrie later, but yeah, Kobe, he made girl dad a cool thing. People gonna do it as a hashtag now and shit.
It's a new thing. Yeah. Although I was a girl dad before.
Yeah, not a new
girl
thing.
Dabby was a
but a cool
girl
dad.
dad.
Was he popularized. He was
he did popularize.
It was about it. He took it and made it a thing.
It's a trend-setting accomplishment in his aspect, and that's a plus. For guys who have had daughters. I didn't shoot up the club in an attempt to try to have a son. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people have done that. You had that first daughter, and you have that second daughter, third daughter, fourth daughter. Do you continue? Because I don't care who you are as a man. You want a little version of yourself. You may have a daughter. You may have 6 daughters right now. At one point in time, one of them you were shooting to have a son.
Trust me, like they did some shit. They surprised me with a thing called a gender reveal.
That's crazy, right?
And yeah, and it was like 10,000 little girls around me dancing around like, haha, it's a girl. And boy,
oh, they did one for you?
they did one for this baby coming up.
Bro, I didn't
know.
Why they get to
I didn't fucking know.
Oh,
I come
okay.
home like we got a doctor's appointment, and wow. Anyway, we had a gender reveal. They popped this balloon, and all these pink ass flowers and shit came out, and they was all dancing around. And my baby, who I love seeing, was in my face like, ha ha ha, it's a girl. And then my son, tough guy that he is, broke down in tears. And was
He was a
crying.
little bro.
He was, oh, I wanted to be a boy. And I was like, man, I felt his pain. I really did. So I was like, I didn't whoop him because I would have whooped him for crying outside in public. I would have whooped him for crying
justifiably
outside.
so.
Yeah. But I was like, I feel you, bro. I'm crying inside. Yeah. So
Damn.
and everybody was like, ah. And it was like, you know, it's like I'm talking about like 3 generations of women laughing, like, ha, we got you. And I was like, I went inside and watched the game with my son. Like, I was like, you wanna go watch the truck? Let's go do some man shit, man. Like, so we went and watched the truck after the game. And,
Damn.
you know, and I felt bad because my little girl was like, I want to come too. I was like, nah,
This is man
it's for
shit.
me. It's for me and my little man right here. Like we gotta go fucking heal. Like goddamn.
Damn.
I feel like I failed him.
Nah,
Like he
I
needed
ain't
a
feel
brother.
that.
He needed a fucking brother. He knew it. And he was like, man, there's too many of them in here.
It is.
It's too many. It's a
It
lot
is,
of
man.
them.
Hey, just when I start
We
getting
might need a
dashed,
test
just
because I don't even make
sing
girls.
through.
Like
You
I
make
never
girls,
made a
man.
girl in my life, so we might need a test. I'm saying it right here on tape. On tape. I'm not. No.
But see-
We'll see.
We're saying this to basically just highlight the point that a lot of us are not prepared to have girls. We don't expect to have girls, and when it hits us, like goddamn. So the girl dad aspect that
I've been fighting a
Kobe,
battle against
Yeah.
girls. Nah, I got-
Kobe brought
I'm about
back.
to raise her like Cersei though. Like
Cersei.
in spite of your shortcoming of being a woman, I will make you a killer,
Make you a king.
a devourer of men. That's what you're gonna be. So you know, watch out for it. She's gonna be rough.
Possibly so. Believably.
Yeah.
Very believable. But like,
God, I hope she's not light skinned.
notice his,
I really.
his fair complexion.
God, I hope she's not light skinned.
Colorism. Blood Assassin episode 28, possibly. But yeah, we're saying this because Kobe made being a girl dad like something to brag about. There was never really something to brag about. I mean, there always was.
It was
If you were
always-
just somebody
yeah.
genuine, if you were just somebody genuine who had a daughter, I've always bragged on my daughter. Go
I've never
look at
seen
my
a hashtag
timeline.
like that though. Until
They've
Kobe.
never seen one picked up like that girl dad shit.
Yeah.
So that was a plus. Mamacita
It's
and
right on
Kobe,
time.
yeah.
It's right on time for me.
Right on time. Yeah, yeah. It needed to happen. You, believe me, bro. You'll enjoy it, man. I
That's
assure
what
you.
I keep hearing.
It's a shock, and you know it's a wonder, and it's something to behold. But
Like
it's
girl.
different. It's different. The thing is, like you had 2 boys before your girl. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm saying. It's my
It's
name be
different.
me.
Yeah, nah, it's you, bro.
Or they might have been wrong when they was looking on that picture. You know, it's probably a dude. Like he was like, man, quit looking at my junk. You know, so it's probably a little dude in there. Like he just, you know, what the fuck? Who's this person? This ain't free.
It's nah, bro. Like legit, I feel it. No, I can't lie. When I first seen my kid and they said it was a girl, I'm like
Like, nah, that motherfucker wrong.
maybe his
Like,
dick little.
Who said it? A chick? Was it a girl that said it? That's what I thought. I bet it was a chick. Yeah, all right, we'll see about that shit.
It happens.
No, ain't no chick.
But again, like
Man, we naming her Asada, so she's gonna be a beast. But
It's
I'm
a
pretty sure it's a
powerful-
dude. Pretty sure it's a dude though. Pretty sure.
I can't wait to see this little earthling.
We're gonna be in
born,
fucking Maury
man.
Public like Maury, it's a girl. What I gotta say? Yeah, that shit got me fucked up. No, but Kobe made that shit cool. And I'm
Yeah,
glad he
Kobe
did.
made it cool.
It was right on time.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it wasn't cool, but he made it cool for guys like me who like, fuck.
I'm having a girl.
I've been so terrible to women.
That's growth.
I've been so
That's
terrible to
growth,
women.
bro. Hey, we all go through that and we
Oh,
realize
no.
that sometimes it takes us having a
I'm
girl.
just gonna teach you like,
Sometimes it takes
there's
that.
never been a man that cares about you besides me.
and the next nigga better do better. That's what we have to do. We
Yeah.
have to be that shining example. And I feel that anybody in our generation who didn't have a father who tried to set that shining example failed them. You know what I'm saying? That may be the excuse behind this. I don't have any
I don't
much
put her in like
reasoning behind that.
softball and basketball. Like Man, hang around them lesbians.
Or jujitsu.
Hang
So
around
she
them
can
lesbians.
just
Yeah,
defend
yeah, all
herself.
them
You
lesbians.
know, I
yeah.
was practicing fucking
I wouldn't like,
mataleos and
I don't
chokeouts
care.
with my
I'd
kids.
rather you be that than bring a loser.
No. Yeah, don't listen to that.
Huh?
We have to treat our daughters and teach them to be strong. Like, that's one thing Kobe did. Kobe's strongest aspect or factor in this world was his game and his dominance in basketball. And he tried to put that or show that aspect to his daughters. And shit, his daughter picked up on that. Like, imagine where she would have been in about
I had a
6
joke
to
I
8
was going to make
years.
about him right now, but
Please don't.
I respect him too much. To do
Now
that.
he used to.
I used to.
Mind
yeah.
you.
Oh,
when
oh.
all this Kobe LeBron shit was going on,
I would've
and
made
he
a joke.
hated me because I was on that Kobe shit,
I would have
man.
made a
Kobe-
joke about him, but I respect him, man. You know, like he's almost like I realized, hell nah, he was the dude after he died. You know, but
and that's
you know, it'd be like that sometimes. You'd be late
know,
to the party.
that's us as humans. We
By
don't
the way,
appreciate a lot of
we
people
talking about
until
not
they're
making
gone.
jokes no more. I watched the old episode of Martin, and Wendy Williams was on there.
Really?
And
Wait.
that's a chick in real life. All these jokes I've been making about Wendy Williams, none look, I've been a little bit out of line. Not way out of line, because I mean, look at that motherfucker. But henceforth, I will keep the Wendy Williams jokes on the internet to a minimum.
Was she dating Tommy? Who was?
I don't know, but she was a chick. It was like at a DJ convention, and
And
she
she was
walked
there?
in, and he was like, "Oh, Wendy Williams," and I'm like, "She was fatter than hell." Don't get me wrong, but it was a chick.
She was fat.
Yeah, she was fat.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's like she got it all sucked out and.
I'm gonna try to
into her
display
dick
that
or something.
here.
Yeah, but Wendy Williams is actually a woman. I stand
She's
corrected.
always been a woman.
I
She just
stand
hasn't been a
corrected.
very
No,
attractive
wait a minute,
woman.
Wait a minute. I was convinced that was Tyler Perry for like 10 years. Because you've never seen them in the same place at the same time. That was Tyler Perry with a wig on. But I was wrong. I stand corrected. I will keep the jokes to a minimum. But I am who I am. I'm going to make one every now and then. Wendy fucking Williams, I'm not going to let that shit slide. All right.
All right, and,
Sports.
you know, with our, continuing with our tribute to Kobe Bryant,
Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant.
being the champion that he is, 5-time,
He did nickname himself.
championship winner with the Los Angeles Lakers, which greatest team ever.
I would say like the hardest celebrity death I ever had.
Yeah.
Like that I didn't even expect it to be right. That was Kobe.
I took
Hank Aaron died too.
Hank Aaron
Hank
just
Aaron
recently
fucking died.
passed.
And Hank Aaron is twice. Is he twice the dude Kobe is?
Nah,
He might not be twice, but
he's there.
he's
I put
he's
them
higher.
right there.
No,
I
man.
put Kobe.
Kobe is a beast. Hank Aaron is better in baseball than Kobe is in basketball, and he was a fucking legend as far as like standing up like, no white boys, I ain't going for it. Yeah, Hank Aaron is a beast.
Hank
at
Aaron's
that.
that man. He's that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Kobe
Like
be the
I
Rick.
could, like no lie, as a kid playing little league baseball, I tried to get the Hank Aaron number every
I
fucking
don't know
year.
who will watch our show. I don't know how old you are if you know who Hank Aaron is.
You should know who he is,
But,
y'all.
yeah, be
And
ashamed.
please look
Be
up
ashamed.
Hank Aaron.
Yeah.
Like this. That was one of my idols growing up, man. Him and Willie Mays, bro.
Yeah.
Like as a kid, him, Willie Mays, and Ozzie Smith. And as a kid growing up in the '80s, like they were the shit, y'all. Like if you don't know who fucking Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Ozzie Smith are, man.
He's the
please.
real
Like,
home run king.
The real home run
I mean,
king.
you know,
No juice.
I fuck with
No
Barry and
juice.
all that, but he's the real home
No
run
juice.
king. Yeah.
No juice whatsoever.
And
y'all.
they was calling him niggers the whole time he was doing
The
it.
entire, and he
And
couldn't
throw-
do nothing about
yeah.
it. Imagine living in a time where you couldn't do
Imagine
nothing
if
to
it
somebody
was
like
like
that.
everybody was kissing his ass while he was doing it. He would have hit 900 home runs. For real, he would have. Like he did it while everything was stacked against him. He was like, watch me break Babe Ruth's
Absolutely
record.
everything.
Broke Babe Ruth's record. So he was. I mean, Kobe hit me because I never saw Hank Aaron. You know, that was long before me.
I seen him as a kid, but it'd be those old ESPN
Yeah,
classics
yeah, I
where I
never
would
saw him.
actually watch the
Right.
highlights. I was a baseball player,
But
y'all.
I grew up with Kobe.
We all
And it
grew up
was
with
like,
Kobe,
I was
man.
like I was watching a super.
But we were matured as Kobe. We watched Kobe, who was like 16, 17 when he came into the league.
Yeah.
Won the slam dunk contest. Like
Yeah,
we
around
was
the
in high
same
school,
age.
like
Yeah.
watching this shit. Like this nigga's that
Yeah,
dude,
yeah, Kobe
bro.
like
Like,
2 years. Yeah, like we could have smoked a joint together if he was a loser. If he wasn't the mamba.
he wasn't better than
Yeah,
us.
if he played for Trotwood, we would definitely would have smoked a joint together because I know how Trotwood used to be.
Y'all niggas all used to smoke blunts.
I dare one of y'all to say y'all did.
And drink 40s and still reserve and all that shit. That was like the pinnacle. You had to
It
drink
was like a bunch of Gary
malt
Payton
liquor.
and J.R. Riders on the same fucking team. And then you have like Jonathan Washington. You know, he was like David Robinson, like, oh no, we shouldn't be doing that. Let's just fucking go out here and win this game.
That's how it was, man. So yeah, props to
I
Kobe.
don't even know John ever smoked. I was just hating because he's just a good dude.
He's a great guy,
He's a
man.
good
John
dude.
Washington is an absolutely great guy.
Yeah, you know, one of them guys.
Yeah.
Like, man, I don't have time for y'all nonsense. I'm going places.
Good guys, man. We had some good guys coming out of Trotwood, man.
We went to high school sports somehow.
Yeah, somehow. But sports!
Yeah, sports.
But yeah, wrestling having the Kobe Jelly Bean Bryant as well as his daughter.
Yeah.
Definitely impacted the sports world with their loss.
Mamacita, I thought that was a dope name. It was better than mine.
That's dope as shit,
Yeah,
right?
Mamacita.
That is doper than Mamba, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That is doper than Mamba. So, you know, but props to him trying to, you know, you can see him pushing his daughter to be better, even better than him, man. Like
Yeah.
that's what that was.
She
you know?
had the mentality. I saw her like on the court doing
She was
her
a
jersey
she was
just
a
like him.
killer,
Yeah.
man. Killer on
Yeah.
that court. Props to them, man. They'll definitely be missed, and man, we all would love to see a world with them in it, but that's that's not to be. His widow and her family and his family basically requested that none of the media partake in this, announcement or anniversary of his death mentioning. We're not the media though. We're just some random people. So if you're watching this,
anyway, I mean, we won't make a big hoopla, but you can. It would be disrespectful to not acknowledge.
yeah, the guy's his
anniversary.
Yeah, his shadow was too huge.
Yeah, what we're not gonna do is knock on your door and say, "How do you feel?"
How do you
about it?"
feel?
That
Yeah.
would be disrespectful, but to acknowledge the fact that it happened,
It did.
No, it did happen.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
loss. It was a loss. Life cut short. Very.
What
very
we are
short.
left with is the fucking Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn
The
Nets.
Brooklyn Nets.
Oh man.
So this is a super team that I did not see coming.
how can you be addicted to divas? Like, what? I don't know if I want to call it. I mean, it is a super team. It is.
No, it's
gonna
definitely
be
a super
It's gonna
team.
be a super.
By
fight.
today's standards, it's definitely.
They
a
lost to
super
the
team.
Cavs the other day.
They
I really
did
wanted to
lose
do the
to
show
the
the day they
Cavs.
lost to the Cavs.
Now, how would that feel as Durant losing? Not Durant, but Harden losing that last game. Wasn't that his last game? And where was he at? Where was he at?
He was in
previous?
Houston.
Houston. When LeBron hit the J, the no look.
Yeah.
And then you go to Brooklyn
Yeah.
and you lose that first game against LeBron that you're playing with. Like that's probably got to be kicking
No.
it up.
LeBron is he's on the Lakers.
Oh no, they lost to Cleveland.
Lost to
Fuck.
Cleveland, yeah.
That's even
Cleveland.
worse.
Lost to the Cavaliers. That's what I was trying to say. I
Oh
really should
shit.
have done a show that night when they
Who's
lost
in
to
the
the
Cavaliers?
Cavs. So I'm saying this shit is doomed. Like,
Oh, disclaimer: I don't watch any sport
obviously.
except for mixed martial arts and boxing. We will get to all that. I try to fill in the gaps with my
Dude
nigga.
watches Netflix shows that soap operas about MMA. Like,
I do.
What was it called? The Kingdom.
Kingdom.
Terrible.
Starring Frank Grillo
Terrible
and
show.
what was it? Nick Jonas.
We'll get to
Phenomenal fucking show,
Now, let
and
me
he's
get
not
to
right.
talk about tennis. Let's talk about it right now. Tennis.
No. You got to come on with the.
All right.
Me and Stroke gonna do
All
a
right,
tennis show.
okay. All right.
You watched it, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you watched it.
I got
I'm
something
glad
to
you watched
say.
it. Good. You
Got
can be everybody else.
something to say. Yeah.
But yeah. So if I mistake anything or say misquote or throw up a wrong team, it's because I don't watch any other
He said
sports.
some shit from the 90s.
Yeah,
You know, like,
well, a lot of my shit is based on the 90s, you guys. The greatest sports team besides the 98 Bulls and the Lakers indefinitely is the 95 Hornets. I'll say that. They're the greatest basketball team
You
ever.
hear that? So he never
Yeah,
knew anything
so-
about basketball. And shit
The
like
greatest
that.
basketball team ever.
Hornets.
The Hornets, the 95
Oh,
Hornets.
LJ and them, is that what that was?
LJ, Lonzo Mourning, David Wingate, Herschel
Dude, talking about his favorite team on NBA Jam.
Percy Hawkins,
He used to like to play with them
Del
on NBA
Curry,
Jam, like,
you know,
man,
Muggsy
can't stop me with
Bogues,
Charlotte.
all these niggas, they couldn't stop me either. That's
Fuck out
a
of
fact.
that.
But yeah,
What were we just talking about? Because that
super teams by
Oh.
today's standards. Kyrie Irving, Durant. Is it Durant?
Kyrie gets
And
sad
Harden.
too much. Like I think Kyrie got sad like when they broke in the Capitol. He like hurt his feelings that they didn't all get murdered. He was like, "If those black people, they'd have been dead." And that reality hit him too hard. He couldn't play for a few days. Like, but he could go to them birthday parties, and he could risk getting the run, and he can come back. But I think one of them already had the run. Durant, so he should be good. Like it doesn't even matter. Or
It went to his hair.
Does it work that way?
It went to his hair.
What if you get the fucking run?
Reverse waves that he has.
I don't know, but
But
Kyrie. Flat Earth Kyrie.
He's a flat
He is going to be the downfall. I really think they
You
got
think he
Harden.
is?
I think they got Harden. If they got Harden as a backup plan to Kyrie, that was genius. If he's going to be gone, but all
I think
three of
they'll
them
feed
together,
off each other, man.
it's
I
gonna be the
think.
worst big three ever.
No, I think they'll feed off each other. I think they all understand they're not the main component.
No,
I
Kevin Durant is the best player on the team.
You think so?
The other two, I know so.
Over Harden
Absolutely.
and over Kyrie.
He's 7 feet tall.
Kyrie's a playmaker.
He's
man.
7 feet tall, guys, and he can do everything. He's a baller. He's
Come
a
on,
fucking-
man.
He's the best
Kyrie
player
was
on
the
team.
best point guard in the league when y'all niggas was Cleveland fans still, man.
Kyrie
I remember
believes
that.
the earth is flat.
Back when they said LeBron was better than Kobe, when
Kyrie
Kobe was
believes
shitting
the
on
earth
it.
is flat.
Mind you, reference point.
Kyrie likes to post quotes from like Machiavelli, like in response to real life events and shit. So ain't nobody got time for that.
Man, he's a kid.
KD will get a burner account. And he's a clown and all that, but he gonna come to play some ball. And he's 7 feet tall. He can play D. He can't be stopped. He can't be stopped. He's the best player on the team. Really, if anybody has a question about that, it must be this guy. You know, people don't know about basketball.
But I'll give you Durant over Kyrie, but
Over
Kyrie over
too.
Harden?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Harden's just out of shape right about now.
Uh-huh.
Like, clearly the niggas, I watched him like
Kyrie-
last couple games. He's
Harden
fat and
at
out of
his
shape right
best
about now.
is still not KD.
For real?
No, he's not KD. KD is a sucker. Don't get me wrong. KD's heart is suspect. You know,
Harden got
he
that
never-
heart, though, bruh.
He's never bench pressed in his life, all that type of shit. But the boy is 7 feet and he can't be stopped.
You know who else was
Can't be
7 feet? Sean Bradley.
You know how we ain't talking about him? You know why? Because he can't shoot. KD shoot three. He does everything. He's the
man.
most gifted offensive player since Jordan.
You put Sean Bradley on a team with with Steph Curry and James Harden.
Yes.
They go to the
This-
fucking championship.
This guy, yeah. All he knows is Fight Island and As the Fight Turns, or whatever that shit's called. Whatever that shit's called that he watches on Netflix. That's all he
I'm
knows.
saying, man. I think Harden's got more. You
KD
said he
is a
likes the
sucker.
heart. He likes
KD
that
is a
heart.
sucker. He's a sucker.
Yeah. It's Harden a sucker.
Harden just made a sucker move to get off for the Rockets and go join
Nah,
two more
man.
suckers.
He don't want to be Barkley, man. None of these niggas want to be Barkley. That's what it all comes
Barkley is
down
twice
to.
the man.
They don't want to be
Okay,
Barkley and
everybody
Malone.
has his name. Barkley is twice the player, twice the man of
Come
everybody's
on,
name.
man. Fuck Barkley.
Barkley,
No, he's not.
Barkley's a dream teamer.
So?
He was MVP of the league.
So it's
Barkley
Pippen.
took the what?
Pippen's a
See,
dream team.
damn, this guy don't know nothing about.
So if that's points-
I thought you was talking about MVP.
So if that's points, then Pippen's the man, right? Because he got champions and he's a dream team. Just saying.
Pippen is. Are you saying Pippen like he's a slouch? Like,
No. Y'all niggas used to say Pippen was a slouch. Because he's the number 2. He's the Robin. He's like Nightwing. But okay. But
I'm saying.
I just say
Kyrie is a number 2.
he's number 2.
He's a number 2. He just don't know it.
Durant ain't a number 2?
No, Durant is a.
Man, he was Steph's
Bruh, he
fucking
was never. He
ass
was the best
wipe.
player on Golden State.
No, he
too, bruh.
wasn't. I mean, he ain't had that heart, man. Steph Curry got more heart
They
than
went to
him.
the finals 2 years in a row with him.
With
and he was the
Steph
MVP.
Curry.
He was MVP both. No, Durant. He's the MVP both years, man. Hey, man, bro. I'm not gonna argue with you when you ain't watched basketball in 7 years. Nah, you haven't actually watched basketball since.
When
Kobe
I
died.
watch it, you're right.
But you haven't watched it like really giving the shit since like the 90s. So, you know.
No, I watched it when the Lakers was playing in the early 2000s.
Oh, when they had Shaq and Kobe.
Shaq and Kobe, and before they got Malone. Back to the Barkley fucking factor.
what do you
Niggas
think
who
about
haven't won fucking shit.
Shaq leaving Kobe versus Tom Brady leaving Belichick. Because people want to already write the story like, oh, Tom Brady, he showed what it is. You know, like he showed that he was the reason they were successful. It's not Belichick. And my hatred for Tom Brady won't let me believe that. I hate them both, but I want them both to fail. I really hope. Are we going to Super Bowl? Let's go to football. We must be going to football.
Let's go football.
So, starting off football, fuck Tom Brady. Fuck Tom Brady. I never thought I could like Tom Brady less than him as a Patriot, but I like him less as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. That's for you, Rio. I know how you are. Yeah, but I like him less. I hope they lose. I hope they never win anything as long as he's there. And one day he's gonna run for the Republican nomination. It's like this is like a Simpsons episode. You're watching it right now. He's gonna be the Republican nomination. I don't like his face. He's like Drake. Like I need him to lose. He cannot win 7 Super Bowls.
He more than likely will, everything you're saying is true. He will more than likely be the Republican nomination for the presidency
He's got to go.
at some point in time. He has to go. Everybody likes him. And I get it. I detest the All-American Prime King mold that
Everything
America
about it.
has created. Tom Brady fits that.
He
Zach
went to
Morris,
Michigan. He went
you
to
know, all these
Michigan.
motherfuckers went to
You
Michigan.
know, so fuck him. He played that Patriot nonsense for 20 years. Fuck him. Now he's on the Tampa Bay or Bucks, whatever they call it. Fuck those guys too. Like I haven't liked them since Warren Sapp. Fuck them.
And they haven't been fucking relevant since Warren Sapp, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and this Tom Brady shit, I just no, we're not doing this again.
Okay, now here's what I feel about it.
I needed Aaron Rodgers to beat them so we could have a State Farm.
And they didn't.
State Farm.
I
Super
thought
Bowl.
they would. I was really going.
Jake from State Farm represents
I thought-
both of them. That would have been a great Super Bowl. You know, Mahomes versus Rodgers. But I need Mahomes, who I never root for a light skinned guy, but I need this guy to show up and show out.
I want
You know, he got that fucking rooster thing. I hate that. Like he got the commercial about he made them guys get that haircut to get the Mahomes rate. Like what an asshole. So I need him to show up. You beat the Browns too. You gotta win the Super Bowl now because we were supposed to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I need him to
there's
do
a lot
his
of
thing.
pull to wanting the Mahomes win, but I want to see if Brady can do it. You know, because he's like Favre, like 2.0. You know, like I want to see if this old motherfucker who's past the prime of the natural quarterback can actually pull off, you know, doing what he's done before with a completely new team. Like I think that would be interesting to see. And I don't know, like as far as the Republican shit, I can see it.
Tom Brady is on steroids too.
He's on steroids.
Yeah, that T12 shit. You know, I'm gonna say, Tom Brady, that T12 shit. That's why the Patriots.
What's that? Testosterone replacement or something?
T12 is a whole thing that him and his trainer came up with together. You know, it stands for Tom 12. You know, that's his number 12, and the T is testosterone and Tom. But
So what did he do?
Belichick put this man out of the facility twice, and Tom brought him back.
Really?
Yeah, and because you know why? You know, Tom is 42 years old.
That's older
Did you
than
know
us.
that he's 42 years
Fuck,
old?
he's
Yes.
older than us.
And he's fucking performing at Roger Clemens' fucking rate. Roger Clemens was on roids. Everybody accepts it, but we don't want to talk about Tom. LeBron is on roids. That's another show.
Is he? I think isn't he a
LeBron's been on
vegan?
roids since he was in 8th grade.
But he's a vegan.
Yeah, except for roids. Yeah. I mean, where does that come from? Who knows? A lab? He's like, this is some vegan roids. I will talk about that with you another day. LeBron is on roids though. Everybody knows it. There's no way you can be 40 years old, faster and bigger and stronger than everybody.
Man.
In professional sports.
I
Come
think,
on, man.
well, you get smarter, man. You know.
Man, they say he spend $1 million a year on his body. I bet he do. I bet he do. Them roids ain't cheap. You want to get
$1 million
them
on his
undetectable
body?
roids? When I say roids, let me stop saying roids. I mean performance enhancing drugs.
PEDs
Yeah.
for the uneducated
You know,
sports enthusiasts.
Designer roids, you know, like rich inbound roids.
Some of that Balco shit.
Yeah,
Some of that
Tom
some of
Brady's
that
on
Icarus
roids.
shit.
Like, man, get the fuck out of here, like, man. So
Brady's on roids too.
absolutely.
Here's my
I think
thing.
it's a different type,
Like
though.
I believe, like a lot of. Here's the thing. Today's banned supplement is yesterday's performance enhancing drug.
Absolutely.
Like it's not
It changed
illegal
so much, yeah.
until the next year,
Lance
whatever it
Armstrong.
may be.
Lance Armstrong is a.
He did everything that everybody in the
But
fucking
it
Tour de
wasn't-
France was
it
doing.
wasn't legal. Some of them wasn't legal at the time he was doing them,
Yeah.
but later on became illegal. We got your specimen fucking frozen.
Yeah,
You was cheating. You was cheating. Like just because you
They
was
were
ahead
all
of us,
cheating.
the head of the curve. So you're like, this is not a court of law. This is sports. You was ahead of the cheating curve. We caught up to you. You was doing it. You were cheating. I'm not sure I agree with that because motherfucker, if it wasn't illegal the day I did it, then you know, I don't know.
there's just like law against that shit.
You know, LeBron is like the A-Rod of
You
basketball.
think so?
Yeah.
I remember y'all was firm believers. This is amazing to hear you say this shit about
Oh
LeBron.
no, never. I never once doubted that he was on roid. Like, man, you see him at 18. LeBron at 18.
Like a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
beyond a grown ass man.
Yeah.
So, hold on, you think he was an 18-year-old?
His jaw was this wide.
I
at
think it was
18.
just ugly though, man. Like that's like just ugly nigga
I saw
features,
Gloria.
man.
I can get with that, but I'm talking about the square jaw. I do a lot of gym time, and I know when you have these muscles, the Mr. Wonderfuls and a square jaw.
But-
oh,
That could
At
be
18?
That could be
At
for
18?
they're
Man,
vitamins
get the
back then.
fuck
They were
outta
vitamins
here.
back then. I can see them being vitamins
This
back then.
motherfucker got an
Now they're
IV
being
full of
supplements.
Flintstone vitamins that go 24/7.
Quite possibly.
Oh, he's on roids, man. That's another show, man.
Another show.
We're wasting all
Another
this
show.
good material.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
Where-
But
where are we
in
on?
regards to
Basketball?
we'll see what the new
Go Knicks.
the-
Obi Toppin.
What they'll be doing.
It's slow going, but it's gonna go.
We'll see. We'll see. But we'll definitely see how the Super Bowl plays out. We'll definitely see how what the Nets Brooklyn can pull off. Well, were they the New Jersey Nets?
Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, Jay-Z and them can't step in and handle that after that white dude lost the team.
They're New Jersey Nets.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
they're
we'll,
Brooklyn Nets, but
we'll see how they play out.
are we on football? Yeah, football.
We were.
Trey Songz.
Oh shit! Forgot about
Songz.
Trey Songz. Yeah, but in the crowd at the
R&B
Chiefs
thug.
game.
We haven't had an R&B thug in a long time.
Hey,
Like since Jagged Edge. I'm glad Trey Songz is keeping it alive.
hey, Trey Songz he's the
Did y'all see the video? He had that old white dude in a guillotine
He had him
for
in a
like
guillotine.
2 minutes.
He had him in a guillotine. Now,
Yeah.
mind you, it was an improper guillotine. He did not close his guard. He did
No.
not pinch his knees.
He had to
He
be able
did
to
not
lift at the
wrench
same
up
time,
and go
too.
from Superman to But
He had to be like
he
Mr.
did.
Your girl at the same time. Like he had to, like, mind you,
He
like,
did have that face, that look on his face, like he was very unbothered.
looking his lips. Like, yeah, that motherfucking. Hey, Trey Songz.
Yeah,
He went to jail.
he went to
I
jail.
wonder what kind of jail it was. Yeah, like it wasn't real jail.
Nah, well, he would have went to the county jail
Oh, but
first, no matter
he
what.
did have an old white cop in a headlock. They might
An
have.
old white cop, but
Yeah,
that old white
yeah.
cop was obviously attacking him. Let's just go ahead and say that, like he was obviously being
I
attacked.
agree, but if
the
you-
crowd said
we all-
the
we
cop
all
was
know
wrong.
That's not the point. We all know that's not
Yeah,
the
it's
point.
not the point. Not the point.
You
Maybe
know,
in
when
Biden's
when
America
Barney
it
Fife
is.
walked up and said, "It's time to go, boy." That's what it was. Just go to your fucking limo or your helicopter or whatever it is and watch the game from there.
No, it's
He got
It was rough to see a celebrity in that situation.
I thought it was
Like,
funny.
It's funny because he was fucking handling the cop,
I
and that
thought
goes
there
to
was
show you
white
how
people all around
untrained.
saying, "Trey, don't do it. Like, leave him
Yeah.
alone."
Clearly, the chick that was
Go
yelling
ahead,
was a white
Trey
chick,
Songz.
right? It was clearly a white chick.
I,
Like,
see
no.
the video, I saw it was dudes.
It was
That guy was out of control. He didn't fucking do anything, man.
Yeah, it was. That was. I mean, you're not gonna see.
I saw a dude with a sheriff thing. Gonna come him Trey up. All that guillotine shit. He wasn't going for that.
Yeah,
so
it
I
was-
wish this motherfucker would try that with me.
And this is
He put him in
a
cuffs
black
fast.
celebrity, man, and that's kind of rough to watch.
He lucky
man.
he didn't get tasered or something, or shot or killed.
You know,
I
we're
had a
not
couple run-ins with the taser. We'll talk about that at a different show.
couple.
I have few, because a couple is two, so I've had a few run-ins with the taser.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
That's another show. We'll talk about it.
not cool, but man, hopefully, I don't
Taught me a
think.
valuable lesson about vantage points. We'll talk about it another show.
But yeah, that's pretty much wraps up for football,
It's
man.
football.
Hopefully, Trey see
Trigger Trey.
Trigger Trey. I'm a
I want to see
fan.
how tough is he in there.
Hey man, you go in there sing bitches and the drinks. I came for the bitches and the drinks. Them niggas.
They're like, me too. Look what they gave. Fucking bologna and cookies in the same bag. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I hope we get through that, man, because he didn't deserve that, And if the cop was truly in the wrong, attacking him, then that cop needs to be reprimanded.
He won't be though.
He won't be because
We'll
that
see.
blue
We'll
line.
see. Trey is rich. We'll
He's
see.
rich. At best he can beat it, maybe. But another story. We'll follow up on
They're
that.
saying this is a top 5 quarterback matchup of all time. I just don't agree.
With who? Mahomes?
I think Tom is past his prime, and I
But
think
he's actually a long-standing like.
he is.
Come
He
on.
is. And you
Okay.
gotta give him his respect. But I think Mahomes,
Unproven.
yeah. I mean, no, he's a beast.
He's a beast.
fucking
Yes,
But
yes.
I
How
like
long
Ty-
you gonna be a beast though?
They said top 5. I mean, they said top of all time on the list I heard, like above Dan Marino and Joe
And
Montana.
he's the new Jim McMahon.
and Joe Montana. I was like,
What?
Yeah, above Dan Marino versus Joe Montana. They put this one. I was like,
This kid,
yeah.
this boy,
I see.
this child.
I would give them that. At the time, Dan Marino was Patrick Mahomes. He was the young dude. He was only second year. But I don't know. Like after you look back on what Dan Marino was
He's
and
a
what Joe
Barkley.
Montana was, and
Marino's a Barkley.
he's not Barkley. He's better than Barkley.
He's a
He's
Barkley.
better at football than Barkley is at basketball. And I love some Barkley.
I give you that.
Barkley is like
But,
top,
I mean,
top 2, top 3
what
power
has he
forwards
done?
of all time.
He retired without that championship.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
never
in
made
the
it back.
end, I don't care how.
Never made it back after
I'm
Joe
old
Montana
school.
beat
Come
him.
on, bro. We from that. If you don't win the big fucking dance,
See, that means a lot less to me in football than it does in basketball.
Really?
Yeah, because
As a quarterback?
there's only 10 guys on the court at all time in basketball. So one man can affect the game a lot more than in football.
Nah, fuck that.
There's
You're throwing the
22
ball,
guys,
bro.
There's 22 guys on the field
Fuck that.
at all times. And
You're
you
throwing the
you only
ball.
play one side of the ball in football. You only play one side. You got to rely on the whole team called defense to do their part. In basketball, you play defense and offense. It's on you. It's on you to fucking rally your 5 guys and say, fuck that, they're not going to score. We got to play D.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, so the ring argument, especially because, like,
So okay, wait. Who's better, Dan Marino or Jim Kelly?
Dan Marino.
Who gives a shit? And neither one of them fucking.
No, it's Dan Marino. It's not
Who
even
gives a
close.
shit?
It's Dan Marino.
Who gives a shit?
It's Dan Marino.
Come on. It doesn't matter. Like,
I'm just letting you know it's Dan Marino.
But what would be
Like,
what would be
you ain't
the
gonna find
deciding
no
factor?
You might find some Jim Kellys that live in Buffalo or maybe Fats. Shout out to Fats. He in the building.
What would be a deciding factor? If I said Jim Kelly won a fucking ring, I mean,
No, he's still not better than Dan Marino.
well, he's better.
He's not better.
He's fucking better.
He's not better. No.
He
It's
did
not-
with
it's not
Dan.
the same.
He did with Dan
Well,
Marino.
look, let me ask you this: who's the best running back of all time? And do you give a fuck how many rings? they
Walter
won?
Payton.
You don't care how many rings he won.
Yeah, Walter Payton.
So why do you care how many quarterbacks?
He won a ring.
Rings? Do you care?
He
Who was
won-
number 2? Barry Sanders didn't win none. Who's number 2? It's Barry Sanders, right?
I'd probably give it to Emmitt Smith. I have to give it to
Emmitt
Emmitt Smith.
Smith.
Or Jim Brown. No, okay, Jim Brown did Emmitt
I'm
Smith.
sorry, y'all.
Jim Brown did Emmitt
I
Smith. I'm
forgot
gonna say that. I'm
who
sorry.
I was talking
Jim
to.
Brown, but come on,
No,
I don't
the fact
like
that you
Emmitt
put
Smith.
Jim Brown number 1. I already did.
No, he's
I
two.
dismissed it. He's number
He's two.
Jim Brown is number 1.
He's two.
He's the best
Jim
football
Brown-
player of all time, let alone running back. He's the best football player ever. But all I'm saying is, we don't care how many rings a wide receiver won. How about the,
Man,
what,
Emmitt used to
what
run
about
up
the
in
best
that
D
motherfucker.
lineman? You don't care how many rings the best D lineman won. Nobody cares. But with the run,
No,
with the
'cause
quarterback,
who gives a
but with
shit
the
about the
quarterback, you want to say how many rings did he have?
Yeah.
That's not how I
You're
judge
the
a
leader.
quarterback.
You're the general.
There's 53 people on a football team.
And who gives
You're
a fuck
telling
about
me-
number 53?
You're telling me that one guy you hold to the ring.
Yeah,
The rest of
he's
them,
number
you be
one.
like, man, was he
He's
the baller?
number 1. It's the quarterback, and everybody else is 2,
One
3,
of
4, 5,
53.
6. Yeah, you're 1.
There's guys on the line who you'll never hear their name.
Yeah, they're
without
fucking
them, that
7
quarterback is trash.
They're
Without them, the
7 through
quarterback is
20.
trash.
They're 7 through 35,
We
bro.
never. Joe Thomas is the greatest Cleveland Browns left tackle of all time. We didn't win shit with Joe Thomas. Our record was abysmal with Joe Thomas.
Who was the
a
quarterback
fucking
that year?
11-time Pro Bowler or something like
Who was
that.
the quarterback that year?
Man, we had 10,000 quarterbacks while Joe Thomas was there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They all suck.
But nobody disputes whether Joe Thomas is one of the greatest left tackles of all
You
time.
can't nobody's gonna say what he's not. You know what I'm saying? It's because
Nobody
he
cares how
wasn't
many rings we won because it's all based on his skill.
But we're not
With
comparing
a quarterback, you don't care about his
comparing
skill
to
or his
another
stats.
left tackle though. And then you can go back. But the quarterback
Which
is the
left
leader.
tackle? Who got the most rings at left tackle? Don't nobody know where.
Reggie White.
No. It's obviously somebody on Tom Brady's team, right? Shit, or,
One of them niggas.
I don't know. Yeah. But all I'm saying is like that's not how you judge a quarterback's
That's how you judge a
greatness
quarterback.
by rings. It does no.
You got to, man.
Terry Bradshaw got 4 rings. There's a lot of quarterbacks
impressive.
better than Terry Bradshaw.
No, as long as you go once. If you can go once, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit what happened. If you can go once, you the man. Terry Bradshaw's the man,
This
bro.
is the quintessential casual fan
I am. And
of
when it comes to
football and
football,
basketball.
because they put on pads, who gives a shit? You don't know who they are unless they have you see the number or where their position. Doesn't matter. It's not a real sport.
And that doesn't mean anything.
Not a real
Doesn't
sport.
mean anything.
Okay. So moving on from football before I
Moving
start
on.
hating on it
Moving
more
on, man,
because
that
I
was
can
some
grill it.
hatred.
I can grill it more.
Damn.
They wear pads.
By the way, Warren Moon is my favorite quarterback of all time.
Warren Moon?
He never won shit.
Never
my
won
favorite
shit?
quarterback of all time. And outstanding stats. Never won shit.
I'd
But
probably say Randall
you
Cunningham.
like Randall?
I like Randall.
All right.
Randall's probably my favorite.
Hey, Google Warren Moon. Youngsters, you never heard of
I
him.
think that nigga had the cul-de-sac.
Warren Moon was a soul brother. He had
Cul-de-sac.
a stash like my pops, and he had a cul-de-sac. Yeah, and he was out there just slinging that.
Hey, he
rock.
did use-
He was 45 the day he came in the league.
He did, man.
day he came
used
in
to
the
be
league.
Wasn't he from the
He
Canadian
was a
League?
soul brother, yeah.
Canadian League.
He
Yeah,
came from
Canadian
Canadian
League.
League.
Yeah, but he could play.
He got like another
He could
100,000
play.
yards in the Canadian League that they try to not honor.
Back when the Titans was the Oilers. Yeah, Moon was that dude. That's back when
Houston
it was
Oilers.
them black quarterbacks
The
were
run and
few and
shoot
far
offense,
between,
baby.
bro. Yeah, they used to go.
Google
bro.
all that. Google run and shoot offense. You're gonna see Warren Moon's face on there.
Yeah, go play motherfucking. What was that? Not 10-yard fight. What was that fucking game? Tecmo Bowl.
Tecmo Bowl.
Go play Tecmo Bowl and pick fucking Warren Moon.
Man, your brain went the 10-yard fight over Tecmo Bowl. You a gamer?
10-yard fight won, bro. That
Yeah.
was shit. All right, so
Let's get
moving
to
on.
this MMA fight
MMA fight shit.
Right.
Lots of shit happened. Now, last weekend, Dustin the Diamond Poirier took on the notorious Conor McGregor.
Who named it the Diamond?
He named himself
That's
that.
push.
No. I take it back. Somebody else named him that because he's like a nigga pressure. If you see him back when he started, he was a fat kid or something, and pressure.
We got a
makes
little
diamond.
phrase at work: make the foreman shine like a diamond in a goat's ass. I don't know what that has to do with.
Make a diamond.
Make the foreman shine. Yeah,
Oh, because I guess that's his. If he looks good, y'all look good.
yeah. We're gonna make him shine like the
No,
diamond in
fuck
a goat's
that.
ass.
That make-
so that he can come back and kiss our ass. But
Will he?
it's a joke.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck how the foreman.
Yeah,
looks.
yeah.
And it's from boys in Alabama. And for some reason, they love goats' asses in their fucking little puns.
They
I
probably
don't know.
couldn't read
You
or
know.
motherfucking promote themselves.
Alabama won the championship this year, so there's gonna be a lot of goat ass things coming out. I'm sure. A lot of time focusing on goat's ass around Bama.
Fucking hilarious. But yeah, so Dustin the Diamond came out victorious with a second round knockout of Conor McGregor. Now, a lot of you know Conor due to a lot of the circus and show that came with his fight leading up to his fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now, that's what he's primarily known for to the casual fight enthusiast.
Casual
Now, I
fan.
can't even rate the homie as a casual because, bro, you was on boxing back before MMA. Like, you on the
Casual
first,
MMA fan.
Yeah, he's a casual MMA fan, not a casual fight fan. Although he can't tell you 5 boxers
We watched
boxing
Don
right
Flamingo
now.
beat the hell out of some dudes last week. Don Flamingo was putting in work.
And he's referring to UFC 5, where Marco Huas won the UFC. I was
Huas.
showing him some old school
Huas.
MMA stuff.
Yeah,
Marco
show me what I've been
Huas,
missing
the king
all
of the
this time.
streets. Marco Huas. Go look up Marco Huas, the first
King of the
complete mixed martial artist in the UFC.
And then look
Out
up
there.
Don Flamingo right
Yeah,
after.
it looked
And
like
tell
Don
me,
Flamingo,
yeah.
You
You know,
goofy.
throw rolls into the crowd any minute. Damn, we showing our age, Don Flamingo.
They don't know.
I wonder how y'all laughing.
Right
I wonder,
here.
yeah.
I'm
Don
gonna put it up
Flamingo's
there.
pretty fucking
I'll put
funny.
it up there.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, yeah, we got that
I'm gonna
thing.
put
Yeah,
that
all
up
right,
there.
yeah, all right, yeah.
But with that fight, it was crazy because it basically shook up the MMA world. There's 2 directions that the MMA world is trying to go into, and they parallel each other. One of them is the notoriety, which is the more famous fighter, which is as opposed to the more deserving fighter. The more deserving fighter being the person who's winning. Nobody expected Dustin to win that fight. He had lost to Conor when they first fought at 145. Prior to the notorious one getting his title shot against Jose Aldo and winning that and becoming the 145 champion UFC, he knocked Dustin out. So everybody counted Dustin out.
They fought before?
Yeah, they fought before.
That's
at
what Twan
145.
said. He said, like, man, I don't want to see this rematch. Bullshit.
Man, I did.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it because this is 6 years ago. 2 totally different weight classes. If you've watched Dustin progress, I'm not. He's only lost once, which was to Khabib. I mean, he went on a tear after that. I think he may have lost to Michael Johnson.
What is it, like a French dude or something?
No, he's Cajun. He's American, go America, so that's another reason I was kind of rooting for him, he's American. Want to bring that title or, notoriety back to American fighting, but he lost that fight and went on a killing spree. He lost possibly once to Michael Johnson, but I don't think he lost again until he fought for the title against Khabib, who was the same guy who's had a stranglehold on the lightweight division since Conor left. Conor came back after his fight with Floyd and ironically got strangled by Khabib again. So
He's on a losing streak.
who Conor? Right now, yeah. He's lost, I believe, his last, if you count the
And how
Floyd
old
fight,
is he?
he's probably 29, 30, right about now.
But they got time.
Yeah, he lost that. If you count the Floyd fight, he's 1-6
So do you think they still gonna fight him and Pacquiao, or is that over right now?
No, that's over
done
with.
deal?
Which is crazy because that's what this fight was
That's what I
basically
wanted to
building
see.
the hype to.
Yeah.
The cool thing I like about Conor is Dustin was pissed off about his position in the UFC, saying I'm not getting the push that I deserve. I'm willing to fight anybody. I'm a company man.
Would you call him Cajun?
He's Cajun.
Cajun dude?
Yeah, from New Orleans.
Like a Creole?
I guess.
Cajun. I like food.
Yeah. No, Creole is us. Cajun is them.
Oh, he's one of. Oh, well, he's just French, man. That's why I said, is he French or something? Yeah.
I
He's
guess.
fucking-
No, he's okay. Well, in the realm of
Yeah.
French or something, he's not fucking
Yeah, that's
French Canadian like
that's just
GSP. That's a different type of French. The niggas down in Louisiana, they
They
a
call
little
that
different.
swamp French. Yeah, that's all
Swamp
that
French,
is.
Gator
Yeah,
French.
Swamp French.
Okay, that being said, so he basically put up UFC on notice like, hey, y'all aren't appreciating me for my work ethic, what I'm willing to do for the company. His
French
contract
dude?
was coming up, yeah, the French dude, and Conor reached out to him. You know, he was like, hey, let's do a.
So I'll take a dive.
He said no. He said let's do a free fight in which all the purse goes to your nonprofit organization. He has a nonprofit. Dustin Poirier has a nonprofit organization helping underprivileged families. And he was like, we'll do this for free and we'll shoot all the money there. And they were going to do this shit outside of the UFC. UFC seen this and was like, here's a fight for you guys. Here's a contract.
They
You
should
know,
have did it anyway.
they should have. They would have also.
It probably was actually just a move just to make UFC force their hand. Like,
And that's
because
where.
if you're really down with that nonprofit, you're down with it. Like, I don't give a fuck what UFC said. Like,
Now, in return, Conor did, because if you see Conor nowadays, or what you expect from Conor, is loud, brash, ha-ha, drunken Irish man talking shit.
yeah.
Before he came to
Groundskeeper
UFC,
fucking Willie.
before he came to
Groundskeeper Willie.
before he came to UFC, he was very humble. He was humble up until he had to promote that fight
Conor was humble?
to Jose Aldo. You know, that's when he started talking shit like he's scared of me, blah blah blah. And then he tried to be humble with his next fight. The
Who
guy
the
started
fuck
talking
is that
shit.
guy?
Yeah, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that guy? That
Groundskeeper Will.
particular promotion, and that's when he started being just the brash Conor. So after his loss to Khabib, he came back. He's been much more humble. This entire fight promotion, leading up to his fight with Poirier, he was a completely different fighter from what people have seen from him since he became the superstar head he is. He went back to the original Conor. He was humble, like, hey, this is a great fight. Poirier, I don't take anything away from him. I won that first fight. It doesn't matter. He's a completely different fighter. We're fighting so he didn't try to be like, I'm just going to beat his ass. He's like, no, I do see myself winning the first, in the first round, but I'm not playing him like he's short, like he's weak. So it was crazy to see that if you've never seen him like that in the beginning.
Is that how he was about this fight?
About this fight,
Oh.
yeah, it's very
That's
like
why you got your ass whooped, Conor. You came in like a sucker, man.
Well,
You
he didn't
supposed to
really come in- no.
Are you a Highlander or not?
No,
motherfucker?
he didn't come in like
There
a
can be
sucker,
only
man.
one, Conor.
He was winning the fight.
Man.
And here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to educate everybody right now. Now, if you
Educate
watch
me.
MMA, the most scary thing that you see in MMA, besides people getting strangled or getting armbarred, is somebody getting leg kicked. Like, a lot of people, like, damn, they're kicking. Because in America, in this community, in this society, we look at leg kicks as being girly. But you see how people in upper
You gotta make a
echelon of
certain noise when
MMA,
you do a leg kick.
whatever,
Sound like Chun-Li
it is
on Street
studying.
Fighter.
It is studying, and it hurts. It hurts,
I
And a
just
lot of
playing.
people fear it.
Playing.
A leg kick.
That's why I stopped, at the job. Like, man, I'm getting too old for this shit. Trying to be
Yeah.
the toughest guy at the
Yeah,
job.
somebody gonna leg
there-
kick you.
There's 28-year-olds out here who grew up in the ultimate fighting area, and they do that shit. Like, I'm not trying to be fucking made an example of at the job.
So yeah,
Yeah, so-
and it can be as just simple as a leg kick, man. A leg kick is basically it makes you rethink
But motherfucker
everything.
square up and his hands is open, you just say, all right, you got it, bro. you got it. This shit open? I mean, nah. Shit like this.
So many parts they got, man.
Wu-Tang Tiger style. I ain't got time for that.
It's an eye opener, man, and that's what we see, that leg kick. You see that over and over in UFC. But if you watch as
He was
of
a straight
late,
bitch if you was kicking legs when we was
back when we was coming
like,
up, but it's an effective
the fuck?
strike and it's effective,
Like, dude, just watch Last Dragon before he came out here.
and it works. Kick somebody in the
Bruce
leg.
Leroy, take your ass in the
Slam your shin into somebody's sciatic nerve as hard as you can and see how they react. They'll fucking rethink life. Do it twice and they don't want to fight anymore. And we've seen that in the UFC time and time again. What has been happening as of late is a calf kick. Now, mind you, I don't want to toot my own horn. I effectively threw fight kick, calf kicks, in my youth, because it's a lot. The result is it's much different from kicking that sciatic nerve that runs in the back of the thigh. You're kicking pure muscle, and the trauma is instantaneous. I don't care who you are. You kick somebody in the calf, it's deadening. Especially if all their weight is on that front leg, and that's what was happening in the counter. He got kicked like that first time, and he didn't check it. You don't check it. You don't want to throw that shin to shin if you're ballsy enough, or get your foot out the way. And if you have all of your weight on that front foot in a boxer stance, it's kind of hard to get that front leg out the way. So it was perfectly timed and perfectly executed. That calf kick was deadening, and that played a huge
They should probably
factor.
do something else, like calf kick just sound business.
Why? It makes sense. That's what it is. You kick somebody's calf. You're kicking their calf. There's no bullshit or any confusion about it. It's a kick to the calf, bro. And it's deadening. It basically is instant trauma to that leg.
Something else, man.
It's
so
instant trauma to that leg. You can take that weight in that pain on that in your thigh, because that's not the majority of your
somebody
weight.
could twist your nipple hard as fuck and it would hurt, but
No,
it's still a
you're not
bitch
gonna
move. Still a bitch ass move. Like, they should just name it something else. Like, name it like a lower strike.
I don't know.
Name it something, but
Ironically,
calf kick, it sound like
nipple twisting is not illegal in UFC. They don't list that as one of the rules.
you could lick a nipple too if you wanted to.
But you can, face licking isn't against the rules either. But there's an agreement between men. Like, we're not going to do this shit. I'm not going to try to kick you in the nuts. I'm not going to try to twist your nipples. But I will try to kick your calf, and that's
I'll
kick that calf, and that's what happened. The goal is to immobilize your opponent. The goal is always to immobilize your opponent with the most effective strike, with the least effective effort. That's what MMA is. It's not just about punching. You can punch somebody, but it's to immobilize your opponent. If you can get them out there in the first round, cheers to you. And that's what that leg kick has efficiently done.
For the fucking
Diamond?
Pierre guy.
For Dustin, they don't know. There's no one else for him to fight. Khabib retired, who was the previous champ. He retired 29-0, and he's not fighting again due to his dad passing and saying he doesn't want to fight again due to his dad not being able to corner him anymore. He promised his dad he promised his mom, my bad, that he wouldn't fight anymore, because her mom only agreed to let him fight with his dad in his corner. So he's like, my dad's not here anymore. My mom said,
What is a Khabib?
Khabib.
Where is he from?
He's from Kazakhstan.
Arab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those Russian Arabs.
Huh.
You don't remember when
I remember-
Conor
I
fought
remember
and he
him,
jumped
yeah,
off the
but-
cage and fucking
Yeah.
fought the guys in the crowd?
Yeah, I
It was
remember
fun.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's Khabib. But I mean, legit,
Real
the
life
best in the
Russian.
world. The best in the world. Like, you can't take anything away. He's looking at these fights. He said if anything exciting happens this event, because there was another contender fight where a guy from Bellator came over and fought a contender, and Khabib said if anything exciting happens, I may come back. And he said these guys aren't on my level at the end. Now in the other match, Michael Chandler fought Dan Hooker from Australia, Israel Adesanya's training partner, and
You need to get a ring name, bro.
Dan Hooker.
Dan Hooker.
He's the Hangman Hooker.
Nah.
But the funny thing is, his opponent, Michael Chandler, was viewed by many casuals as the B League. He came from Bellator. He's been the champ off and on several times for Bellator, and he became a free agent late last year, signed with the UFC. This was his first fight. So everybody wanted to see what he would do with a top contender in the UFC, and he demolished the guy in one round. So there's some people are saying Chandler needs to fight Poirier. A lot of people, including Poirier, was like, man, he doesn't deserve to fight me. He's only been in the UFC. He hasn't put work in. He said he just fought a guy that I fucking cleared earlier this year. Like, Poirier cleared fucking Hooker earlier this year. So I feel him. He's like, let him do some more work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me fight somebody who's worthy of UFC contention, or just give me the belt. But I'm not fighting him next, which is justifiably so. We'll see what UFC pulls in regards to that. But yeah, it's up in the air. 155 was definitely shook up due to Conor losing. because with Conor losing, that was basically a step up for him to go fight Pacquiao.
Didn't no girls fight?
A couple of them. Amanda Ribas, who is the up-and-coming 125er, I believe, who's been getting pushed by the UFC. She's been getting her promotion. She's a damn good fighter and been doing girls in. She got did in. She got knocked out. Yeah, she got did in. It was a crazy
when they
stop.
try to groom somebody.
They try to groom somebody.
Yeah, I like that.
MMA is the sport that exposes any weakness, any opening, more than any sport. It's instantaneous.
Gliding like I'm a roller skate with dudes who work Section 8s, while y'all love me just work the block off a minimum wage. But if you was smart, you knock off your boss and get you a raise. So fire away, here come the heavyweights with the Modog stats batch, but I ain't Lorenz Tate. In fact, I'm a wolf that run with the pack up in the middle of the woods.